This week's edition of Grappler's Keep is brought to you once again by Diet Water. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And as summer solstice is not summer solstice, the autumnal equinox is only a few days away. That means you only have about 2 days of summer left. So whatever you have left on your schedule to try to get done before the summer's out. Your time is ticking, and make sure while you're doing that you don't mess yourself up too much, and make sure you keep yourself well hydrated because it is still rather warm outside. And the best way to do that is with that one product that has all of that great water taste but none of those dreaded water calories. The one, the only, Diet Water. This product's only available in stores where it is sold. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are time zone wise on this island earth. This is Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye, your host here for Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. It is Saturday night, so behind the counter, Virgil, our caramel cyborg soda jerk, is got his 1, 2, 3 parfaits ready to go. Just waiting for your order. Get with Tori, who will take you to your favorite table or booth, or you could be part of the fun bunch sitting by the serving counter and be spinning around on those red foam stools. Either way, they will get you taken care of, as Saturday night is also the night for Grappler's Keep, our WWE 2K24 universe where number characters from all of your favorite tabletop RPG genres compete in a ring that we call the Dice Tray. We just last week had our first premium live event of the season. That was the Bag of Holding. So now we have two wrestlers that possessed the Bag of Holding. They can cash that in at any time that they so desire. This is going that will make things very interesting anytime our champions are out there ready to be in a match or defend the title, because that can be cashed in any time. It can be cashed in during a match, before a match, or after a match to get a title shot for that Master of Melee or Lady of Valor Championship belt. Thank you, Krellin, for that renewal on that subscription. We appreciate our subscribers and enjoy that chocolate waffle cone. So we got a number of matches set up for you tonight. Hopefully we can meet the same level of matches that we had last week for the premium live event. Let it all out. So without any further ado, since we used all the ado making dinner last night, let's go ahead and get things started. Dare to enter the Dice Tray? Welcome to Grappler's Keep. All right, let's get things started here. Let's catch everyone up on the news. Last week at the premium live event known as Bag of Holding, Ethan Drake and Pierce Lincoln, the Back Alley Boys, defeated the Kobolds and are now our reigning Knights of the Realm Tag Team Champions. Jarduk Munka is in possession of the money is in possession of the Bag of Holding. He can cash that in anytime. So Novar, he's had enough trouble with Jarduk as it is. Now Novar can sneak and cash in on him anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Desiree Bouveau has the women's Bag of Holding briefcase. She can cash that in on the champion Cheryl Aranoma anytime she wants. And Annalith is now the new bearer of the Women's Hunter's Mark. That's your news update brought to you by Diet Water. And let's show you what matches we have on our card tonight. First, we have tag team action as Divine Smite will be going up against the Shield Maidens. In singles action, we have Doxel Rusevin going up against Morduk. Annalith will be bearing the Hunter's Mark for the first time, along with her fellow stablemates in Fatal Attraction, as she faces Komona. In non-title bout here, the former champions, the Knights of Cthulhu, will be taking on our newly crowned champions, the Back Alley Boys. Goldie Boone will be facing Cheryl Aranoma in a non-title match. Goldie will have Wandering Silence at her side as always, her manager. In a triple threat match, we have Jardak Munka going against Rulam and Miney. That should be an interesting matchup here. For the Dungeon Master will be bearing the Men's Hunter's Mark for a second time, as he will be doing that up against Callius Lucidus. We have Picansar Lano going up against Annabelle Dukes. And in our main event, we have tag team action as former tag team champions. Sister Cyber will be going up against the Interlude. So let's go ahead and head to Diet Water Arena and get things started. Interesting matchup here. We have two different styles of combat going here, as our half-elf clerics Brenalor and Jalyn will be going up against the Shield Maidens, Varja and Gelna. This is going to be definitely a case of brute versus finesse and all that, and it'll be hard to say which will come out on top on this one, because these two tag teams also can be kind of brutal on their own. So without any further ado, let's head right to Diet Water Arena. Coming up first, they've teamed up with the Paladins and are now the faction known as the Disciples. It is Brenalor and Jalyn. They are the team known as Divine Smite. Brenalor will heal you and bless you later after she destroys you. Jalyn's a little bit more relaxed than Brenalor, but don't mistake that for a lack of focus. You can see they have a new demeanor now. They have teamed up with the Paladins and are now a team. They are now the faction known as the Disciples. They felt that they were being a little lax with their actions in the ring. They felt they needed some more structure, some more discipline to themselves, so they went to the Paladins for help. And as you can see, they're taking the same approach to the ring as the Paladins do. As a place to be taken serious, to be taken as a place of no misbehavior, just total focus on the matter at hand, and they look like they are set and ready to go. All right. They're ready, and here come their opponents. Yelna on the left, Varja on the right. They are the Shield Maidens. Uh, Varja loves to fight almost as much as she loves her armor. Yelna, the total shield maiden. Some think she's maybe in here more for the glamour than the urge to battle, saving more of that for Varja, but she holds her own pretty well there inside the ring. Definitely a powerful force to be reckoned with anytime one or both of them are inside the ring. See how they do this match tonight. They've been on a good roll as of late. It's going to be Brennelor starting off first against Gilna. There's the bell, and we have begun. And Gilna goes right after Brennelor. Big shot and a double axe handle. Big stomp to the ankle, flips her back over, and another stomp right on that leg. Seems to want to target that one. Pulls it up, and now a knee breaker right into the ring mat. So over again, she wants to target. Looks like they want to target that leg of Brennelor. Elbow drop there. Looks like it mostly missed, but Brennelor's not doing much else. Big stomp there. Now the full elbow drop. Full connection there. Slamming the arm down. Another big stomp on the arm. Punt kick right to the side. Another one right in front of Brennelor's tag team partner. Some ground and pound. Flips her over again. Now stomp to the head. She's just working the whole body over at this point. Brennelor trying to get up to her feet, but no. Slammed right back down by Gilna again. Pulls her up into the ropes, and a big running boot. And Gilna's going up top. And a leaping body press. This match could be over early, but no, Jalen's there for the save. Slams the arm down. Goes for a knee drop, but Brennelor rolls out of the way. And now Cleric goes to work, whips Gilna into the corner. Knife edge chop. Goes partway downtown and leaping in with a flying forearm there. With that, she will definitely tag out, bring in Jalen. Gilna back up to her feet. But Jalen going right after a hard whip into the ropes. Drops down. Leapfrogs over. And a Luthez press and goes right to the ground and pound. They're not afraid to go power against Shield Maidens. Not many can do that. This team has enough power to do so. She waits top rope. Body splash of her own. Jalen celebrates enough time to let Varja get in. Maybe not a smart move. Big German suplex there. Jalen goes out, comes back in again to reset, but Varja's right there waiting for her. Scoops her up. Slams her face first right down. Stomp to the leg. Has her up. Oh, nice enziguri kick there by Jalen. Stomp on the shoulder. Rolls her over. Big kick to the back. Rolls her over again, and now just pounding on Varja right now as he's got her down. Leaping Zenton right there. Varja gets up, only getting a forearm right to the face. Now she elbows her way out. Has her up and slams her right down. From full Nelson right to a full slam, and now the ground to pound begins for Varja. Pulls Jalen up to her feet. Hard whip into the corner. Pulls her out. There's the tags and double team action. Drops up and leaps right into a drop kick. Gilna intercepts Jalen right as she's going for the tag. Big stomp to the arm. Pulls her up part away into the ropes. Flying neck breaker there. Now goes up. Second rope. Knee drop it looked like from there. Flips her over. Goes for the pin. And Brennelor is there for the save. Big stomp to the arm. Things aren't looking good for Jalen right now. Slammed face down into the mat. Positions her there in the ring. Rolls her over. Pulling her up. Nails her with the Valkyrie slam. And now, just going to stretch her out. Doesn't go for the pin. Interesting. Pulls her up. Hard whip into the corner she does not want to be in. Puts her up on the top turnbuckle. Never a safe place to be. Now goes for the tag. Brings Varja in. Whips her around, and now it's all just Varja in there now. Going up. Has her up. Is she going to go for a superplex here? It looks like it. Jalen fighting her way free. Pushes Varja off. Spares herself from that. Pulls Varja up to her feet. Big forearm shot. Another big forearm strike there. Sleeper slam straight down. Varja pops right back up. But gets whipped over the top rope onto the ring apron. Drop kicked onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats outside the ring. Dylan's waiting for Varja to get up now. Renlor goes in after, tries to throw her in as they double team. I think Dylan may have accidentally hit her own teammate there. I think it was an accident. Oh! Nasty move there. Hit the inflict wounds. Has her wrapped up. Hits Divine Wrath on her outside the ring. Pulls her up to her feet once again. Takes her to the ring apron, throws her in at the 6 count. Both are easily in before the 10 count. Rolls her over, hooks the leg for the pin. This might be it. And Gelna is there for the save. Jalen chases Gelna down, wraps her up, and hits Divine Wrath on her. Varja's up to her feet. Takes advantage, schoolgirl roll up. And Jalen kicks out last moment. Rolls over on her, holding her down. And gets the pin. Quick thinking move by Jalen. And the victory goes to Divine Smite. Big victory then. Looks like perhaps this enhanced training by the Paladins may be paying off. All right, let's go to our next match here. Good one here. We have Doxel Rusubin out of Team Chemo going up against Morduk out of the superhero realm of RPG gaming. Should be a good matchup here. Both of them very technically skilled. Be a matter to see who can outwit who in this one as much as anything else. So let's head right back to Diet Water Arena for our next match.
You don't want none.
Coming out first.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Alliance from Avalon, weighing in at 236 pounds,
Doxel Rusubin, he is our Tiefling Blood Hunter. Out here seeking to rid the keep of all evil. He's a member of the faction known as Team Chemo, along with Novar Xanatron and Ben De Mustaine. Very skilled, both singles and tag team. Was a tag team wrestler a long time with Ben in the team known as Dead Red. They are now solo wrestlers on their own, but they are faction mates together. But he will be by himself in this matchup. It should be an interesting team up here to see how this one goes. And here comes his opponent, our super smart superhero, claims to have saved the world more times than it knows.
From Roswell, New Mexico, weighing in at 228 pounds, Duke.
Now is in Grappler's Keep, seeking to prove once again that Brain will defeat Brawn every time. He's had a very successful season last year. Has defeated a lot of people, made a bunch of enemies. But he says a hero is known by the enemies he makes. At least that's his viewpoint on it. I know we have one member in the audience usually who loves to hate on this guy. Don't know if he doesn't look like he's here tonight because he hasn't reacted yet. Looks like he is set and he is ready to go. Basking in the adulation of the crowd, he says. Part of what gives him his strength in the ring. Can't argue. It seems to be working. Doxel is set and ready to go, as is Morduk. Ref set, there's the bell, and here we go. And Doxel comes in swinging right away. A bunch of knife edge chops, goes right to a shin breaker. Goes for the legs, but nope. Morduk pushes him off. Slams the arm down. Springboard moonsault, nails him on the back. Mocks him to get to his feet. Okay, there you are. Wondered where you were, Wandering Silence. A bunch of knife edge chops, wraps him up into a gut buster. Edges him up, and 450 splash off the second rope. But only a 1 count. Plenty of shock, but not enough awe. Pulls him up. Big knee to the head. Doxel started off in a flurry, but now it's all Morduk's. Ripcord knee, big stomps, and knees to the back. Doxel trying to get up. Morduk's mocking him to get up. Big series of strikes and kicks. A big kick to the face, but Doxel pops right back up. And gets an elbow right to the chin. He was going top rope. He got a little overconfident there, but catches Doxel. Nice reversal there by Doxel. Out of the slam, and hits him with a nice little running knee of his own. Wrapping him up here. Let's see what he's got planned here. Throws him right onto the retaining wall. Pulls him up to his feet. Throws him into the steel steps. Pulls him up to his feet once again. Again into the steps, just missing hitting the ring post. He's going on the retaining wall. What's Doxel got planned here as the count goes to 5. Leaping neck breaker. Hurt himself a little bit in the process, counts at 6. Doxel letting it all hang out here. Has him by the back of the neck. Throws him in. Both in by the 8 count. And Doxel comes with a flurry here. Snap DDT of his own. Stomp misses. Wraps him up. Morduk hits the superior slam. He's setting it up. And it's time for the brain drain. Nails it. Hooks the leg. Goes for the pin. And Doxel kicks out. Wrapping him up. What's he got planned here? Inverted figure 4. Gonna try to make the Blood Hunter submit, but now he breaks it. Goes up top rope. Doxel springs up, goes right after him. Throws him off the top rope, catches him by surprise. Double axe handle. And now the Blood Hunter, I guess shedding that blood at that brain drain, just woke him up. Big stomp, goes for the pin, but only 2. Grabs the leg. Knee right into the hamstring. Another one to the side. And a third one. Stomp to the face, measuring things out. Another stomp. Waiting for him to get to his feet. Has him up. He's going to go the demon drop. He has him set. Hits it. The roll over. Goes for the pin. And Morduk kicks out last moment. Hard whip into the corner. Doxel takes his time. Goes to the other side, and now a big running forearm shot there. Throws him out of the corner. Grabs the leg. Nasty stump puller. Boxing Morduk to get to his feet. Goes up, second rope. Goes for a drop kick and misses. Morduk moves out of the way. Wraps him up. Has the crossface linked in. Again, going for the submission. Doxel rolls up and out. Big kick there. Another big kick. Big flurry of blows. Wrenches the arm around. Morduk punches his way out. Doxel, knife edge chop. Another chop back. We got a chopping match going on here. Says, come on, Britt, give me some more. Nope, he blocks it. Gets a few shots in of his own. Morduk gets in a shot. Backhanded shot from Doxel. Knife edge chop from Morduk. Another knife edge from Doxel. Big fist there from Morduk. Nasty chop again. Big slap there. Another punch. And now the hockey fight has begun. No one got the better of that one, it looks like. Roll over, but a rope break by Morduk. Doxel rolls out to the ring apron outside the ropes, pulls himself up, goes after Doxel. Doxel punches free, but gets hit by an enziguri instead. It's in, and now they're outside the ring. Morduk throws him back in. Ref does his best to get out of the way, not get hit by the flying body, literally. Measures him out, and he goes for the brain drain again. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin. And that is it. Tough fought match, but the victory once again goes to Morduk. Another big win for him. Through the adulation of the crowd, encouraging them on. Gotta wonder if he's got title tracks in his future. And now we have title action here. We have the Women's Hunter's Mark. For those of you not familiar with our show, we have a championship known as the Hunter's Mark. It is a fighting championship along the lines of the old television championship titles and stuff like that back in the old territory days. If you win the match and earn the Hunter's Mark, we have one for the men, we have one for the women. Once you win that title, you have to bear the Hunter's Mark 4 times in a row. Carry that belt into the match and win 4 matches in a row. If you do, the very next show, whether it's a regular stream like this or one of our premium live events, you automatically get a title shot for either the Lady of Valor Championship or the Master of Melee Men's Championship. So very important if you can do that. This is her first time bearing the Hunter's Mark with this holding of the title. She has the other members of her faction, Fatal Attraction, at her side, as she will be doing her first time bearing the Hunter's Mark against our wrestler out of the superhero realm of RPGs, Komona. So let's head to the arena for our first title match of the night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Internet Fighting Championship.
And coming out first from the superhero realm, she is the green member of the superhero team known as the Lightning League. She is Komona, here to defend the world and ring from all threats. Making her way down to the ring, she's made quite a splash here. Already popular before coming to Grappler's Keep for her superheroine work, and now she's done quite a good job here inside the ring as well. Like she's got her getting herself set and ready to go. And with that, she is ready to make her shot at that title belt. But in order to do that, she must defeat the wrestler coming out now. Annabelle Dukes to the right. There's Annalith wearing the Hunter's Mark Championship belt around her waist. And in the center, the leader of the group Fatal Attraction, that is Minyun Maidalar. Their way down, they finally have a championship belt within their possession. They hope to get more. They would love to get a shot at tag team or Lady of Valor championship status. Perhaps they can do that through Annalith starting tonight. But we'll have to wait and see. As they say backstage with the Hunter's Mark, it's easy to get the Hunter's Mark. The hardest part is bearing it those 4 times. Kimono watches on. See, she's got to keep her eye open for the other 2, and this is the belt that they are competing for here tonight. That is the Women's Hunter's Mark. Let's take it back to Alicia ringside.
Introducing the challenger from Neo, Osaka, Green Hero. And her opponent from the pits of hell, the Women's Internet Fighting Champion.
Holding the belt up proudly for all to see. Carrying it here for the first time. Let's see if she can carry it on. There's the wrestler planning to block her path. Komona is set and ready to go. Belt up for everyone to see. Komona is set and ready to go. Annalith looks loose. There's the signal, there's the bell, and here we go. Annalith swings and misses. Komona doesn't. Swings and kicks there, and she's going right after Annalith. Big elbow shot there. Annalith comes fighting back with some kicks and strikes of her own. Good back and forth action here, and Komona taking advantage, going right for an early pin, but only 2. Big strike there. Pulls her up, whipped into the ropes, drops down. Nice little toss there. Slides outside the ring, comes back in, maybe to confuse Analyth, but Analyth was ready, got a strike in of her own. And now Kimona whipped hard into the corner. Thrown hard into there, big forearm shot now, a big stomp there. Wrapping her up. Going for the arrow bend here. But Kimona's able to flip it over, go for a pin. Quick kick out by Analyth. Hey, Shinobi, good to have you here. Hey, Critwitch, good to see you here as well. As we got title action going on here. Knife edge chop, wraps Kimona's leg around the rope. Using the bottom one for leverage. Has to break by the count of 5 and does. Quick kick to that. Looks like she wants to target that leg. Swing and a miss on the clothesline. Kimona comes out after. The others get out of the way. They do not want to risk a DQ. But Analyth doing well on her own. Nice little leg sweep, and down goes Kimona onto the Eldritch Blast safety mat. And big series of kicks here, and Kimona taking charge of things out there. Kimona has her up on her feet again. Throws her back inside the ring. Stays outside, count of 7. She's got something planned. Now she comes in. Analyth ready for her. Maybe she took too long. Kimona thrown down. Doing a neck twist, it looks like here. The ref's in the way. We can't see. Thank you, Ms. Ref. Throws her down. And now doing the arm pull, pushing on that shoulder. And releases. Mocks Kimona to get up to her feet. And now another big series of kicks and strikes. Half Nelson suplex, nicely executed. Kimona trying to get up to her feet and does. As Analyth mocks her, runs in a big clothesline. Now hooks the leg, going for the pin. But only a 1 count. Kimona acting like maybe she's got an injured nose, maybe a broken nose or something there. Double backstabber by Analyth. Pulls her up to her feet. Big shot there. Wraps her up. Russian leg sweep right into a submission move here. Trying to get her to tap out, but nope. Now she breaks it. Maybe she did all the damage she wanted. Waits for Kimona to get up to her feet. Wraps her up. Hammerlock, no. Kimona fights out of it. Takes her into the corner hard into the turnbuckle. Big elbow shot, another one, and down goes Analyth. Kimona covers for the pin. But only a one count. Waits for her to get to her feet. Nope, goes right after, gonna pull her up on her own. Hard whip into the ropes, goes right after her. Hits the Green Thunder, goes for the pin, and only a 2 count. Kimona's got to be wondering what she's got to do to put Analyth away. Holding down on the arm, big knee drop right onto the elbow. Pulls her up to her feet. Yeah, may have been Shinobi, may have been hiding something. Hard into the turnbuckle. Pulls her up and out. Analyth reverses it, has her locked in. Inverted DDT. Grabs the arm and going for the arm bar. Kimona trying to fight out. She's able to roll back up, get some leverage. Punching her way free. We'll see how much damage is done to that arm. Big kick there by Analyth. Wraps her up. Big leg sweep again. He's going to go up top. And double axe handle, but I think it mostly missed. I think Kimona got out of the way, saw it coming. Hard whip into the corner. Pulls her up and out. Big body slam. She's going up. We might see the Emerald Strike now. She's waiting. Big leg drop from the second rope. Hooks the leg. And she gets the 3 count. We have a new bearer of the Women's Hunter's Mark, much to the chagrin of Fatal Attraction.
Here is your winner, and the
Mignon, you see, is beside herself trying to figure out what happened.
Fighting champion.
But we have a new bearer of the Women's Hunter's Mark. It is Kimona. A big win for her. You can see how excited she is about it. And you can see the crowd's excited for her as well. She's a very popular wrestler here within the keep. Hard fought match, but a good victory for her. Now we'll return to men's action here as we have some tag team matchups going on here. We have former tag team champions, the Brotherhood of Cthulhu, Lionel Hawk and Zebulon Banks, going up against our newly crowned Knights of the Realm tag team champions. They defeated the Kobolds last week at the Bag of Holding Premium Live event, and they now wear those belts proudly around their waist. They are Ethan Drake and Pierce Lincoln, the team known as the Back Alley Boys. This will be non-title action. We will see how well they do now that they have the gold around their waist. Let's head right back to Diet Water Arena. Coming out first, true believers and crusaders for the Great Old One. Their mission here at Grappler's Keep is to bring the rest of them and the rest of the world to their knees in service of the Great Old One.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. On their way to the ring, at a combined weight of 450 pounds, Leon L. Hawkins and the chosen one, the Brotherhood.
Making their way down to the ring, they had a very long reign of the championship belts around their waist, only to lose it to the Kobolds in what many considered it to be a major upset at the Chamber of Horrors Premium Live event last year. Nothing they want more than to try to get those belts back. For now, they've got to work their way back up, and one way they could do that would be a victory here tonight. As Brother Lionel seeks to sanctify the ring, and he does. Both now enter. And now Zebulon Banks will purify. Looks like they are set and ready to go. And here come our new champions. First time we've seen them in action since winning at the Bag of Holding. Ethan Drake and Pierce Lincoln. They are the Back Alley Boys, wearing those belts proudly.
At a combined weight of 430 pounds, the Men's All-Star Tag Team Champions, Ethan Drake and the Enforcer, Pierce Lincoln, the Hooligans.
All right, looks like they are set, getting themselves set and ready to go, showing off those belts proudly for everyone to see. Ethan's not only considers himself Prince of the Boulevard, he can now consider himself champion, along with his enforcer and boyhood friend, Pierce Lincoln. Looks like it's going to be Zebulon Banks starting off against Ethan. Looks like we are set to go. There's the bell. Let's get things started. And Zebulon wastes no time. Picks Ethan up. Big fall-away slam. And now some ground and pound. Big stomp to the gut. Going for the blatant choke here. Breaks before the 5 count. Slams the arm down. Pulls Ethan up to his feet. Now hard whip into the corner. He doesn't want to be there. Here's the quick tag. Here comes Lionel holding him open for an undefended shot. And big series of strikes here. Finished with a drop kick by Lionel. Pulls him up to his feet. Scoops him up, fireman's carry. And a double knees right to the gut. Big stomp there. Another stomp on the arm. They've got Ethan isolated. That's what they want to do. Isolate and wear him down. If they can keep Pierce Lincoln out, they would love to do that as Lionel goes up top. And hits a big knee drop from the top. And Ethan kicks out. Lionel in a bit of shock there. He thought he had it all wrapped up right there. Pulls him up to his feet. Hard whip into the corner again. Ethan elbows his way free. Lionel gets some kicks in and throws him right back in. Here's the tag. Zebulon coming in. Has him up fireman's carry. Massive senton drop and neck breaker. Zebulon goes up top, but Ethan's able to make the tag. Zebulon leaps and misses. Pierce comes in only to be hit with a big missile drop kick by Zebulon. Knife edge chop. Big floors opposed fiddle finished with a super kick, and now here's the tag. In comes Lionel. And it's been all brotherhood so far. Another quick tag. Looks like we're going to have some double rope action here. And double elbow shots. Pierce rolls outside, and Zebulon goes after him. Pierce fight protecting himself. He may not know who the legal person is right now. But a nasty sleeper slam onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats. Another big stomp. Lionel getting out of the way. Elbow drop there. Big stomp. Walks right into a quick kick by Pierce. Nice monkey flip. Almost into the retaining wall. Flips him over. Big kick to the back. Pulls him up to his feet. Throws him back. Tries to throw him back in the ring. Ring count goes to 8. Pierce is in at 9. This may backfire on the Brotherhood. It does. And it may be by a count out. But a victory nonetheless for the Back Alley Boys. The Brotherhood chose to take it outside, but they are the Back Alley Boys for a reason. They're not afraid to fight anywhere. And they just showed what they can do outside the ring as well as in. This could be a message for all the other tag teams out here. Take us seriously in and out of the ring. I think a message has just been sent. And now we have women's singles action here. Goldie Boone is going to be in next along with her manager, Wandering Silence, who you can see in chat going up against our women's champion, Cheryl Aronoma. How did Wandering Silence become a manager, you may ask? Well, there's a way you can do that. If you subscribe to the channel at Tier 1, you can be a manager of either singles wrestler, as Wandering Silence is doing with Goldie Boone, or you can be a manager of a tag team. For example, Praxagora Thesmophoria has chosen to be the manager for the Barbarians tag team. At Tier 2, you can be a manager of not just a wrestler or a tag team. You can form your own faction, men and women combination thereof. You can be the manager. You can lead your own faction here inside Grappler's Keep. Go all the way up to Tier 3. You will not be a manager. You will be a wrestler here inside of Grappler's Keep. So those are some of the things we do to encourage subscriptions for people. if they so desire to participate. So this will be a non-title match, but this should be a good matchup for Goldie here, going up against Cheryl, defending her title last week at the Bag of Holding, winning that underground match against her opponent. And with that, let's get right in back to the arena. And coming out first will be our Western duo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by the Wanderer, Cole Cassidy. Representing the good guys from Carson City, Nevada, Gold E. Boom.
She was our original Lady of Valor Women's Champion. Won the tournament to secure the belt, only to lose it when Belle Starr cashed in the Bag of Holding. No, that was a regular rivalry matchup there. Defeated Goldie there. Goldie's been working her way up status since. One of the ways doing that is training at the secret bunker of Wandering Silence. And she has definitely been improving. This will be a big test, as she's not going to be going up against just anybody, but the current Lady of Valor Women's Champion. This is Cheryl Aranoma.
Then her opponent from Avalon, the WCCW
Okay, I gotta fix that. It's still messed up on there.
Tag Team Champion, Cheryl.
She's here to have fun and kick butt, preferably at the same time. So we have Fantasy going up against the Weird Wild West here tonight. Again, this is a non-title match, but she's got to remember one of her biggest rivals, Desiree Bouveau, currently holds the Bag of Holding. She could cash it in on her tonight if she so chose. Looks like both competitors are set and ready to go. There's the bell, and Goldie comes right out on the attack. Quick snapmare, knee drop. Big stomp to the arm. Another stomp to the arm. Pulls her up. Double axe handle to the back. Big stomp to the back. And now she's just going for a blatant choke. Wandering Silence encouraging her on. Going right after the taking it right to the champ. Knocks her to get up, and then more flurries of blows here. Up into a fireman's carry. Helicopter spin. This is something new. Throws her down. See what she plans to do off of this. Goes up second rope. Waiting for Cheryl to get to her feet. Double axe handle shot right to the head. And down goes Cheryl. Hooks the leg for the pin. But only a 1 count. Goldie is shocked. I think Wandering is too. Maybe that she didn't get the pin, but it was so quickly. And she's going for the spin again. This appears to be some strategy that Wandering Silence has planned here for Cheryl. Mocking Cheryl to get up to her feet. Going right after her, hard whip into the ropes. Drops down. Leapfrogs over. Nice back body drop. Kick to the back. Wandering Silence liking what he's seeing. Pulls her up to one knee. Into the ropes. Big running boot. Pulls her up again. Big forearm shot, swing and a miss on that one. But comes right back at it. Cheryl's ready. Comes with some shots of her own. Little war cry there. Wraps her up. And bounces her right off of the top rope. Standing over Goldie. Wraps her up, pulls her up. Hits the Minos. Holds her down. But no, Goldie gets a hold of the rope. Slams the arm down. And now all of a sudden, It is Cheryl on the attack. Kick to the back. Pulls her up. Into the ropes. A big running boot of her own. Pulls her up. Double axe handle to the back. Goldie gets back up to her feet. And now, gut wrench suplex. Impressive. Tiny but mighty. She's going upstairs. Waiting for Cheryl to get to her feet. Leaping body splash. Big stomp to the arm. Double knees into the side. Nice little handstand into it. Get more momentum. Another stomp. And Goldie is taking it to Cheryl. No fear here. Measures her out. Running knee shot to the back of the head. Going up top again. She's calling the shot. The cowgirl elbow. Nails it. Now, the lights went out. What's going on here? Why are we seeing Cheryl Baszler's music? What kind of distraction is this? What? Crazy May Lard Layla's invaded the match. The ref doesn't see it. He just now turns around. Goldie gets out somehow. Still after Cheryl. Hits her with the goat roper. The stomp misses. Cheryl gets the big boot up. Now Wandering Silence is trying to get involved, but is forced to jump off. Veal throw by Cheryl. That interference with Crazy May has given Cheryl new life. Misses on the stump. Goldie fighting back. Wraps her up. Atomic drop. Another. And a third. Scoops her up. Inverted atomic drop. We're seeing a mean streak here on Goldie that we've never seen before. And the victory goes to Goldie. A big win for Goldie. We're seeing some toughness that we've never seen before out of Goldie Boone. It looks like the training from Wandering Silence has taken a little while, but it has kicked in a big way. Look out, world. She's not some cute little cowgirl anymore. She's out for blood. All right, now we have a interesting men's match here. We have a triple threat match. Again, we have Rule M, our supervillain turned superhero. We have Miney out of the Three Kobolds with the trench coat. And we have Jardak Munka, we have superhero, we have sci-fi, we have fantasy, all rolled up into one triple threat package here. The way this match works is simple. You have to pin or submit one of your opponents. There's no DQs, no countouts, anything like that. So just about anything goes. Jardak Munka is the current holder of the bag of holding. That won't be a factor in this match. It may factor on what kind of actions he may do throughout the night. But this should be an interesting matchup here. Let's get right back to Diet Water Arena. And coming up first,
is a triple threat match.
Jardak
Making
Munka.
his way to the ring, representing the Triangle of Terror.
He does not have the bag of holding with him.
Weighing in at 228 pounds, General Shark.
Exiled from the planet of Neptune, where he ruled with an iron fin. He's now seeking to conquer wherever he can go, and he is here. Former Master of Melee champion, leader of the faction known as the Triangle, along with Lore O'Dowda and Curtis the Pistol Powell. Quite a force to be reckoned with last season, and they're hoping to continue their own reign of terror here this season. Way into the ring. Looks like he's ready to go. Now he waits.
And his opponents, first from out of this world, weighing in at 270 pounds, Rude
Here comes Rulem making his way down to the ring. Came here to our planet. Thought he had joined up with a fellow group of superheroes until he found out too late that they were the villains. And now is paying back his debt to society. It's just about paid off. Here in Grappler's Keep. A win here would go a long ways to help turn around he had off and on luck last year, 2 different reigns with the Hunter's Mark. 2 times cashed in, 2 times lost it, did not win it. And now, the singles member of the 3 Kobolds and the Trench Coat. He is Miney.
from Avalon, weighing in at 150 pounds, Minor E.
So he'll be on his own here. Bo could not be here due to other engagements going on. Which one are you talking about? On the Amazing Outfit, which so I know which one you're referring to. Nice wings, but boo. Kobolds, people thought they were a novelty act until they got the tag team championships. And now they've earned themselves a bit of respect. Miney along with them. They've shown that they can be a force to be reckoned with. All right, Jarduk is relaxed, ready to go. So is Rulem. Miney's ready to go as well. There's the bell, and Miney doesn't waste any time, goes right after Jarduk, wraps him up for a quick DDT. Now Rulem hits him with a skullcracker. Now Rulem discus spin forearm, goes after Miney, whips him into the ropes. Pop-up knee, big enziguri, and now Jarduk with a crucifix going for a quick pin. Not quite enough to do it. Leaping moonsault from the top rope. And now here comes the Kobold from behind. Pull down slam. Catches Jarduk by surprise, measures him out. Elbow drop. Big stomp to the arm. Pulls him up. Double axe handle to the back. And now Rulem comes after the Kobold once the damage is done. Nice flipping skullcracker. Now goes after Jarduk. Some ground and pound on the big guy. Rulem, no problem, Crit Witch. I just want to make sure who you're referring to. And now the Kobold hits a drop kick, moves Rulem to the ropes. Now, unafraid, goes right after Jarduk, throws him into the corner, but gets hit with the big knee by Rulem. Miney's doing what he can to make a difference in this match. Jarduk on him and gets landed on by Rulem at the same time. Jarduk takes advantage, goes after Rulem, and now knee breaker on to Miney, but now big German suplex, ripcorded into a lariat. The Kobold goes outside. He's getting a toy. He's got a kendo stick, and he's not afraid to use it. Double stomp, and Rulem gets hit with the kendo stick twice. Now he throws it down. Not afraid to go after Morduk there. Double axe handle. And he's got nice little DDT onto Rulem. Jardik is outside the ring, recuperating into the ropes. Basement drop kick by Miney. Going upstairs. Massive leg drop. Hooks the leg for the pin. And Jardik literally interferes with the ref trying to make the count. Now he picks up the kendo stick. Gets it knocked away by Miney. Strikes back. And goes for that crucifix again. But goes nowhere. Kicks out. Jardik's got Rulem. Miney will watch. Big knee lifts there. Springboard body splash misses. Miney missed. Jardik's waiting for them to come in. The Kobold comes right after him though, but gets a fist. And now Jardik's all over Rulem, wraps him up. Big snap suplex there. Miney recovering outside. Double axe handle by Jardik. And now Miney's got a sledgehammer. Hits Jardik from behind. Hits Rulem with it. Now throws it down, figuring he's done the damage he needs. Rulem rolls out, recovering from the sledgehammer shot. Well, you can't ignore the Kobold's leaping body press. Picks up the kendo stick. Gets hit from behind by Jardik. Forearm to the back. Whip into the ropes. Rulem's back in. Gets in the way of Miney. Jardik intercepts. Big flip there. Now Jardik walks right into the sledgehammer from Rulem. Hooks the leg. But Miney's there for the breakup. Wraps him up. Chaotic turn. Holds him down. And gets a 2 count. Jardik outside recovering. Miney going up top rope. Lands the body splash. Jardik goes right after him with a big boot. And now hooks the leg on Rulem, but it wasn't enough to take out Miney, who comes right there for the breakup. Big kick there, another big kick. The Kobold kicks in action here. Measures him out. Swinging neck breaker. And Rulem swings and misses. Miney wraps him up. DDT again. Waiting for Rulem to get to his feet. Hits him with the spinning kick. The watch me fly. And Miney gets the victory.
Here is your winner,
Miney gets himself some street cred here tonight by taking out Jardik and Rulem to get the victory. The Kobolds are showing themselves that you don't necessarily want to ignore us. They had the tag team belts, and now Miney may be on a roll here. And now we have our men's hunter's mark. Just like with the match we had earlier where Komona was able to get the victory, Callius Lucidus will be challenging the Dungeon Master. This will be his second time bearing the hunter's mark on this go-around. We'll see if he can get himself halfway to a title shot. But he has to get by our man from the Delta Quadrant, Callius Lucidus. Let's return back to Diet Water Arena. Take it, Alicia.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Men's Internet Fighting Championship.
We could very soon. Coming out first from the Delta Quadrant, crash landed here on the Earth and is not able to get back because our technology is not caught up to his yet. He is Callius Lucidus. He will take on the Dungeon Master here tonight in an attempt to get the belt around his waist and earn a title shot. Take it away from the current holder of the belt, Novar Xanatrone. But he has to defeat the person who's the ruler of the table where all dice are cast. He is the Dungeon Master. Alright, getting himself charged up and ready to go. He is very familiar with the Hunter's Mark. He cashed it in twice last season. Won the belt, the Master Melee belt one time. Failed to do it the other. In a hard-fought match. Self-set and ready to go. Yeah, it can do that, Crit Witch. A lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him, but one thing he does do is he does get a pop from the crowd. And now looks like he is set and ready to go. Here's the belt they're going for. This is the men's version of the Hunter's Mark. Let's take it back to Alicia ringside for the introductions.
Introducing the challenger from out of this world, weighing in at 215 pounds, Speedy Luke Sinister.
Alrighty. Callius introduced to the crowd.
From Main Street, USA, weighing in at 228 pounds, the men's internet fighting champion, the terrible Dungeon Master.
All right, here we go. Doing what he's done many times before, handing the belt over. Callius looks at it, says, "Yes, that's the belt I'd like to get on around my waist." It looks like we are set and ready to go. Callius staying loose. Master looks like he's relaxed and ready to go. Here we go for the belt. There's the bell, and Dungeon Master, big fist right off. Nailed Callius right on the jaw, it looks like, and now he's going right for the ground and pound. Looks like he does not want to waste any time in this match. Holds the arm down, stamps right on the hand, stomps on it again a third time. Another stomp to the leg. Grabs it, twists it around, and looks like he's locking in the death save. He's going for a submission early, and now releases it. And now ground and pound again. Big stomp to the gut. Now just stands over him, mocking him. Collar elbow hook up in the middle of the ring. Nice move by Callis. Gets the wrist lock going. Yeah, just helping him stretch out of it. Wrapping him around good there. Wrenches it again. Jerks on the arm. Got that wrist lock in good. Dungeon Master trying to get in some sort of position to do something back and is unable to. Callis has control right now goes for the headlock. As it cinched in good. Dungeon Master reverses it into a waist lock. Trying to get control back of the match. Callis trying to get free. Dungeon Master trying to squeeze the air out. Nice arm drag reversal. Back into a headlock by Callius, cranking on him good. Dungeon Master trying to get back to his feet. He does, he reverses it. Now he's got the headlock put in pretty good. Callius is now the one trying to get free and just Dungeon Master just throws him into the corner. Big forearm strike there. Big flurry of blows. Has him trapped in the corner. Callius punches his way out. Springboard splash misses. Dungeon Master takes advantage, wraps him up. Skull cracker to the back of the head. Hooks the leg, but only a 1 count. Lifts him up onto the shoulder, and looks like Callius just rolled snake eyes right into the turnbuckle. Dungeon Master goes up second rope. Hits a Meteora. Callius was up, but wasn't ready for that. Pulled up. Running senton misses. Nobody home. Callius Lucidus, leaping neckbreaker. Pulls him up to his feet. Big forearm strike. Leaping elbow drop. Big stomp to the arm by Callius. Goes after him. Going for a Fujiwara armbar, but the Dungeon Master gets to the rope. Callius mocking him to get to his feet. Big series of strikes here. Dungeon Master has no answer right now. Callius leaps second rope. Body splash from the top rope. Hooks the leg. But only a 1 count. Pulls him up to his feet. Big clothesline shot. Another clothesline shot. And a big splash and forearm into the rope. Swing and a miss by the Dungeon Master. Nasty leaping forearm shot by Callius. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin. But only a 2 count. Big stomp. Pulls the DM to his feet, wraps him up. Big body slam. Hooks the leg for the pin. And only 2. Rolls him over. Picks him up. Hits him with the orbital slam. Or the crash landing. But only a 2 with the crash landing. Callius has to stay focused and not get frustrated. Wraps him up. And hits him with the splash. Hits him with the orbital slam, waiting for him to get to his feet. Gets whipped over the ropes by the Dungeon Master. Strike to the forehead. And now the DM's back in control. Over the shoulder drop onto the ring apron. Stomp to the back. Leaps around and he's going to lock in the death save here outside the ring on the Eldritch Blast safety mats. Now releases it. He knows he can't get a victory here. He has the champion's advantage. He cannot lose the belt due to a count out or disqualification, but he can still defend it and win it that way. Throws Callius all the way down towards the other corner. And now some more ground and pound outside the ring. Followed by a stomp to the gut. Count goes to 4. Wrapping him up. And now the death save is fully locked in. He may release the hold, but will Callius even be able to walk inside the ring? The Dungeon Master picks him up to his feet. Tries to throw him into the steps. Not quite successful. Is Callius even going to be able to get into the ring at this point? The count's at 8. Now at 9. Can he get in time? I don't think so. He doesn't.
Here is your winner,
It was diabolical. But what do you expect from the Dungeon Master?
champion, the Terror.
Callius had it, momentum going his way, only to lose it. Locking in the death save to take the legs out from underneath of him. Callius was up, but he could just not get up on that leg to get back inside the ring before the 10 count. And the Dungeon Master remains your bearer of the Men's Hunter's Mark. Now we have women's solo action here as Pick and Sarlano, who lost the Hunter's Mark to Annalith last week at the Bag of Holding, will be going up against her faction partner, Annabelle Dukes. Let's head back to the ring. And here she is.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from out of this world, Perkins, Seth, and
Pick and Sarlano here from the galaxy of Andromeda, which she says is the most superior galaxy in the Milky Way. And she says she's the most superior person and wrestler from Andromeda. And kind of hard to argue that right now because one, we don't know anyone else from Andromeda, and two, she's done quite well for herself here in Grappler's Keep. Had the Hunter's Mark belt around her waist, lost it to Annalith, and now she's going to be fighting back for other opportunities. Now coming out is her opponent, out of the faction known as Fatal Attraction.
presenting Fatal Influence from the east side, Annabelle Duke.
Toughest person on the east side of town. She runs the speakeasy known as the Fresh Fantasy, out of the noir realm of tabletop gaming. Every noir story has to have a gun mall, and she fits that to a T. It's like picking, set, and ready to go, as is Annabelle. There's the bell, and here we go. And Picken goes right in, misses the drop kick, however. Annabelle Dukes takes advantage. Gets the strike in, now has the waist lock going, trying to squeeze the air out. Picken trying to get loose, as you can see. And now gets the arm drag reversal, and now goes right to the headlock. Has it locked in pretty good. Annabelle trying to get to her feet, and does. Headlock still locked in pretty good. Cranking on it. Cranking on Annabelle hard there. And now just throws her towards the corner. Annabelle on her knees fighting back. Collar elbow hookup. And Annabelle gets the superior point, pushes her into the ropes. The ref wants a clean break. Asks for one and gets one. Annabelle comes right back in, striking over. They lock up again. Picken gets out of it, goes for the wrist lock, has it locked in good. Saw how well Callius worked it earlier, but nice reversal there by Annabelle Duke, slamming her down. Picken right back up, hits her with the spear. Holds her up, deadlift off the mat. Military press. Doing that interstellar strength, and then just drops her down. Big stomp. Holds the arm out. Big stomp on the shoulder. Going up top. Daring Annabelle to get to her feet. Leaps and a double axe handle. Flips her over. Another deadlift, gut wrench lift into a power bomb. Holds her down, but only a 1 count. Annabelle Dukes rolls to the ropes, gets on the outside edge of the apron there. Picken goes right after, big strike there. Chin drop right onto the rope and down onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats goes Annabelle Dukes. Picken watching as the ref starts the count. Now she's going to go after her. No short rest for Annabelle, slams the arm down. Pulls her up to her feet. Now throws her back into the ring. Going up top again. Big body splash, but nobody home. Annabelle Dukes trying to take advantage. She does. Slams Picken down hard. Big stomp to the head. Pulls her up. Kick to the back. Measures things out. Another stomp to the face. Another. Now stretching the arm. Pulling on it hard. Walks right into a quick kick by Picken, who gets right back up. Whip into the ropes. Pops her up. Spine buster. Goes to the ropes. Moonsault. Nails her completely. A leaping moonsault, but this time Annabelle got the knees up. Pulls her up. Whip hard into the corner. Followed with a quick shoulder into there, and now has the blatant chokehold on. Using that middle rope for a little extra leverage, then breaks it. Flips her over, goes for the pin. But only a 1 count. Grabs her by the arm and leg, pulls her away from the ropes. Picken getting to her feet once again. Hard whip into the ropes. Drops down. Wraps her up, swinging neck breaker. She calls it the Fedora. Hooks the leg. But only a 2 count. Waits for her to get to her feet. Hits her with the last word. Goes for the pin. And somehow Picken kicks out. Big stomp to the arm. Another punt kick to the side. Goes up. Second rope. Looked like a double axe handle shot there. Mocking her to get up, getting the crowd going. Slaps her upside the face. I don't know who's going to come out on the big end of this one. As their chops going up, down. Annabelle blocks that one, and now they're just reversing each other. Annabelle getting a few shots in. Now drop kick. Caught her by surprise. Another stomp. And now has that put right on the throat there. Slowing down the airflow. Waiting for her to get to her feet. Hits the last word again. Hooks the leg. But no. A lot of shock, not enough awe as Picken kicks out. She's literally having a hissy fit right now. Whips Picken into the ropes. Grabs the arm. Hammer locks it down. But Picken punches her way out. Now has Annabelle Dukes by the back of the head, puts her there on the ropes. Wraps her up. Springboard suplex off the top rope. Hooks the leg for the pin. But only a 2 count. Pulls her up to her feet. Has her up. She may be going for the Andromeda. She hits it. Hooks the leg. And no! Annabelle kicks out. She's going to go for it again. The ref doesn't see it. She's going for a dirty pin, but the ref can't stop it. She caught her at it. Annabelle Dukes catches her. Hits her with the speakeasy. Has her down. And kicks out again. the rate this match is going, this should have been the main event. Waits for her to get to her feet. Hits the last word one more time. And this time, it is the last word. As the victory goes to Annabelle Dukes. Hard fought match. But the victory goes to Annabelle Dukes and Fatal Attraction. Trying to get recognition from the crowd for that hard fought win. Kinda can't blame her. But a great match nonetheless. And now we go to our women's main event here. Former tag team champions Sister Cyber going up against a formidable team, our Elven Bards known as the Interlude. Let's go right to our main event. Let's see if this will be just as good as the match we just had. We're not quite there, loading it. Now we can go. All right, it's time for our main event here tonight. Coming out first, it is Sable. Cyberpunk Gal's a mistress of the cyber implants. Rescued her sister Shiny from death. That's the only person she trusts. And goes into position to set up the hyperlink. And activates her sister Shiny. Prepared and maintained by Sable. Has no memories of the past, only remembers what's happening, only knows what's happening now.
Contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring, the future lady showstopper and Sabin, pretty mean sisters.
Held the women's tag team championship for a good number of weeks until they lost the belts at Dice Mania to the tag team known as Anarchy. Looks like Sister Cyber is set and ready to go. As Sable explains everything that they need to do. And coming out next, they are our Elven Bards, known to inspire themselves and others to do things for them. Alright, now here comes the argument, who goes up first? And of course, Dia insists, and now Mira's going to go up first. They are our Elven Bards. They call themselves the Interlude. They look flashy, but do not mistake that for skill inside the ring. They have shown time and time again they know how to handle themselves there. Looks like it's going to be Shiny starting off against Mira Visk. There's the bell, and here we go for our main event, and a super kick to Mira to start things off. Elbow drop. Shiny going right after Mira here. Into the ropes. Punt kick misses. Mira's ready. Quick strike here. Nice Hurricane Rana. Kick into the corner. Pulls her out. Throws her hard into the turnbuckle. Pulls the neck back. Almost doing a neck snap there, but not quite. Has her down her knees, but Shiny strikes right back on her own. Hard whip into the ropes and hits her right with a big drop kick coming right off the ropes. No chance to dodge. Grabs the leg, stump pull her the right way and the wrong way. Pulls her up to her feet. Quick kick to the gut, wraps her up. Pulls her up, going for a quick power bomb here and nails it. Flips her over. She's going to go for an early pin. But only a 2 count. Pulls her up. Kick to the back. She's going up top, but Mira's already up to her feet and ready. Goes for the strike and just throws Shiny off the top rope. Some misprogramming there, it looks like. Big forearm strike. Pulls her up to her feet. Big kick there. Big swinging roundhouse kick there. Looks like both are going to tag. In comes Sable and in comes Dia Hanu. Sable comes right in with a big running clothesline. Pulls her up and throws her right back down. Flips her over, just rubbing her face into the mat. Big elbow drop to the back. Pulls her up. Dia's ready though. Nice arm drag reversal. Mocking Sable to get to her feet. Rolls through. Hits the neck breaker. Pulls her up to her feet. Next snapmare into the ropes. Big running knee shot. Stomp to the arm. Another kick. As Sable trapped in the corner and now holding the arms and stomping right on the chest. He's going to go to the ropes, changes her mind as Sable rolls outside the ring on the Eldritch Blast safety mats and top rope elbow drop onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats onto Sable. Throws her back in. Comes in herself. Flips her over. Hooks the leg for the pin. But Shiny's there for the save. Goes out of the ring. Then comes back after Sable. Big flurries of strikes. That chop brings her down. Celebrates in the corner. Giving Sable time to tag. And here comes Shiny. Coming with the strikes of her own. Heel throw across the ring, literally. Hooks the leg. But only a 1 count. Big strike there. Another one, and down goes Dia. Pops up to her feet. Big strike there. Has her stretched out. Lamb slam straight down. Hooks the leg for the pin. But only a 1 count. Measures her out. Big stomp to the face. Another big stomp. There's the tag. Sable coming in. That's out a war cry. Giving Dia a chance to escape, and she does. And here comes Mira. The Sable celebrates. That may be a mistake she'll regret. Whipped into the ropes. Basement drop kick to the knee. Hooks the leg for the pin. And a 2 count. Mira thought she had something there. Pulls her up by both arms and an undefended knee shot to the jaw. Wraps her up. Grabs the leg. Dragon screw takedown. Sable gets back up. Big flurry of blows here by Mira. As you can see, these bards are not to be taken for granted. Into the ropes. Big running knee shot. She gets in position, just waiting for her to get to her feet. Goes for a shot, misses. Sable blocks, kicks her way free. Running, leaping neck breaker there. Flips Mira over into the ropes. Big kick of her own, and now she'll hook the leg for the pin. But only a 2 count. Sable thought she had something there. Pulls her up to her feet. Big knife edge chop, big flurry. The shot walked right into a hip toss by Mira. Hooks the leg. But only a 2 count. Gonna go for the pin again. But only a 1 count. Keeps an eye on where Shiny is. Leaps outside the ring. Missile drop kick off the top rope. Sable walked right into it. Big kick there. And now Mira's going up top. Leaping elbow. Nails it in the middle of the ring. Sable rolls outside the ring. Mira goes off the other side, goes right after her. No short rest here. Drop kick to the back. Sable back up to her feet, but walks right into a Meteora and a double axe handle from Mira. Pulls her up to her feet. Throws her hard back into the ring. Going up top. Big elbow drop to the back of the head. And with that, there's the tag. Pulls her up. Surfboard stomp, pulling those arms back. Now she's waiting for her to get up. Big running forearm shot there. And now there's another tag. Miravisk coming back in. Pulls her up. Has her down. Crossface locked in. Trying to get the submission. But Sable rolls out of it. Kicks her way free. Whips her into the ropes. Pulls her up. Pancake straight down. Flapjacked her straight down. Pulls Mira up to her feet. Quick kick there. Forearm to the back. And with that, she's going to make the smart move. Tag in the fresh partner and brings in Shiny. Mira back up to her feet. Face plant straight down by Shiny. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin. But only a 2 count. Mira's still got some fight left. Pulls her up to her feet. Big spinning kick there. Running knee shot, almost an instant. Hooks the, and now we got a dirty pin and Diaz there to intercept. Blocks it all off. Big elbow drop there, rolls her over, kick to the back. Mira needs to tag out badly. Shiny flips her over. Reverse leg drop right onto the knee. Now she's going to go up top. Just waiting for Mira to get to her feet. Let's see what she's got planned. Big body splash from the top rope. Flips her over. Stomp to the leg. Pulls her up into the ropes. Goes for a kick and misses. Mira rolls out of the way. Forearm to the back. Whips her into the corner. Pulls her, puts her up top. Place you do not want to be sitting. Big strike by Mira. Goes up top. She's going to set up for a superplex here, it looks like. Spanish fly instead. Is Mira going to tag or stay at it? Nope, she's going to make the smart move. Tag in Dia. Who goes right for the pin. Tries for a dirty pin of her own, but Sable's there for the save. We've seen a lot of dirty pin attacks here tonight. Dia scoops her up. Hits her with the coda. Hooks the leg. And she kicks out. Big kick again. Wraps her up. He's going to go for the big power bomb there. Pulls her up again. Hard whip into the corner. Quick tag. Mira coming back. Knee to the gut. Another knee. They pull her out. Some double team action here. Double suplex. Mira going up top. Goes for the base clef and misses. Nobody home. Shiny back up to her feet. Flurry of blows, even a headbutt. The cyber kiss. Here's the tag. In comes Sable. Leaping elbow drop. Just when you think the match is set, nothing, then it gets reversed. Mira picking her way free. Throws Sable hard into the corner. Pulls her out, throws her hard into the turnbuckle. And now pulling back on her again. Pulls her up to her feet. Big forearm strike, and down she goes. There's the tag. Dianu comes in again. Running senton. Works her way around, pulls her up. And now she's going for the front bar. Hits it. Hooks the leg, and Shiny's already there for the save. Dia chases Shiny off, now goes back after Sable. And now the chest stomps begin again. She goes up, looks like she wants to hit that missile drop kick again. Nope, rolls through. Hits her with a forearm, looks like, and now she's waiting for her to get up. That forearm shot again to the back of the head. Now she's going to go over, tag in Mira. Lets out a cry. Does a leaping elbow drop or a double axe handle, couldn't tell which. She's going up top again. And spin around. Hits the splash moonsault again, and that will finish it. A big win here tonight for the interlude. All right, a big win for the Bards here tonight to wrap things up here on Grappler's Keep. And with that, that brings us to an end of this week's edition of Grappler's Keep. Had some pretty good matches there tonight. Good way to follow up the premium live event. Let me get everything shut down here. Wrong button here. There we go. So, plans are from here on out. Monday will be Family Night at the Emporium, as my daughter Bonnie and I will be working our way through another. Got to figure out what game we're actually going to do here, because we finished up the game we were doing, Murder on the Orient Express. That one is done. The game I was planning on doing next isn't available yet, so I'm going to have to do some more research this weekend, figure out what we want to do. As either see if I can find something that we can do as a one-shot, or try to find something that we can do in the meantime while we wait for the other one to come out as well. So that's the plans. That's going to be the plans here. We have on Wednesday night is the weekly Skyrim serial, where I'm currently playing myself in the land of Skyrim in a series called A Kentucky Hawkeye and Jarl Balgruuf's Court, as we are trying to work our way through, trying to find a way for me to get back home. I'm thinking the key is to learn more about the dragon shouts and the dragon priests and the masks that they wore and all that, thinking there might be some special magic there. But right now we are on the Isle of Solstheim as we are working our way through trying to gather some of these black books from this Daedric prince known as Hermaeus Mora, that who knows, they will help me find this Mirak who sent cultists out to kill me, and who knows, maybe they have the magic to get me home as well. We had kind of had an abbreviated episode last week, so we'll pick up with that again next time around. So, and then we'll be back here Saturday for more Grappler's Keep as well. So let's figure out who we're going to share the love and raid with here. We lots of other things going on here. I have an Etsy shop where I make custom GM screens for people, whether you're a GM or your player that you want to gift your forever GM with their own custom screen, or get one made as a gift to commemorate a wonderful campaign that has just ended, or however you would like. So we do those. We have the standard 4-panel model that folds up like a book. We have the 3-panel one that it can either be 3 solid pieces, or it can be cut out so you can put a tablet inside for the GM to be able to have references and play audio files and stuff like that, or face the tablet out to use it as a video screen for the players. We also have a version that has a monitor screen built in it as well, so you can hook that up and be able to put up to a laptop or a PC and be able to project maps, project art, show other things, and run audio and stuff like that as well. So we have all sorts of models available, and each one is custom made. So if you go to our link, which is there in the chat right now, you can see the different ones that I've made in the past, and we custom make each one for every customer. Not a single one is ever the same. So we do that. People when it comes to this stuff, they like merch. You like merch? We got merch. We have t-shirts and hats for Diet Water, for the Old Time Gaming Emporium, and for Grappler's Keep. Diet Water and the Gaming Emporium come in various colors. The Grappler's Keep only comes in black on gold or gold on black, one or the other, because those are the official colors of Grappler's Keep. We also have cozies. We have the short and the long versions for your cans and bottles. We have insulated tumblers as well. We can, if there's other things on Fourth Wall that you think, I would really like a Diet Water this or that, or a Emporium this or that, let us know. We can look into trying to get that for you, and the purchases go to help fund the things that we do here. If you like what you see here, the different games that we do, you can join us on Discord to discuss things. We have sections to discuss things there. We have a special section there for showing off your creative endeavors, because I do creative stuff. Our family does creative stuff. Maybe you do creative stuff too and would like to show it off. Please take advantage of that and do so. We also have a special section in Discord called the Prayer Closet. Here in this household, we deeply believe in the power of prayer. We know that it's real. We know that it's powerful. We know that it works. We've seen it time and time again with our family, our friends, and everything, and everyone around us. So if you have a need, if you have a concern, if you have a request, please place it there, and we will be praying for you. This isn't just a thoughts and prayers, and no one does anything else. Guess what, Mayor of Minneapolis? Thoughts and prayers does do things, because prayer does things. I can't keep a list of everyone on Evernote, so I know who is up and going, and keep track of how God answers those prayers. So please do not be afraid, if you'd like that kind of spiritual support, to go ahead and do that and place it there. If it's something that's personal, if it's something a little bit private, and you don't want all the internet knowing about it, because face it, Google doesn't have to know everything about us. So just place there the praying hands emoji. We'll take that as what we call an unspoken request, which means God knows what it is. You know what it is. We don't know, but we don't have to know every single dirty detail. All we need to know is that the need is there, and we'll be praying for you just as hard as if we knew everything that was going on. So, again, if you'd like that kind of spiritual support, please take advantage of that. So, let's see who we want to raid here tonight. We don't want to. I don't want to necessarily raid another WWE one. I want to see if there's anybody that. Why are you just showing me those things there? So, all right, I'm going to switch out of this into a different mode here. So, experimenting with a different setup here for the stream. That's the wrong button. Here to see who's on tonight. Oh, we have Yarla Goats on. We have Prax on. See who's on tonight. Oh, let's get that duplicate sound off there. Let's go raid Prax as to see if maybe, she's working her way through her character on Dragon Age, maybe, just maybe, don't tell anyone else, but just maybe, they might be getting to the plot with this character. So let's go raid our good friend of the channel, Praxagorthus, before you. Make sure I got this spelled right. Praxagorthus. Whoop, no S. Thesmophoria. All right, let's get that raid started here. Join us in here for that. So, thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you again, Krellin, for the subscription renewal. And until next time, everyone, may green be the grass below you, may blue be the sky above you, may straight be the path before you, and warm be the hearts that love you. Good night, everybody.
It is the best Twitch channel that is secretly an old-timey ice cream parlor on either side of the Mississippi. or the Rockies. And you should hear about the specials. Monday nights is Bonnie's Bonbons, cream extravaganza with all the float sodas and sundaes you can shake a stick at. I can shake a stick at quite a lot of Sundays. But there is also a Fudge Rodin Sunday special on Tuesdays, and the famous 1, 2, 3 parfait on Wednesdays, where wrestlers meet up in the squared circle to work out their differences with some healthy wrestling-style fisticuffs. It is all good, clean fun. Hawkeye's old-time gaming emporium. Their milkshakes bring all the gamers to the yard, and their content is more exciting than any Nickelodeon. Take your horse and buggy to their address, twitch.tv/KY Hawkeye.
This has been a Diet Water production.